changes. What are you all dancing around in the tub for?
We were just dying to do this show.
Yeah. Oh, you know how they're building a hospice out at Laurier Woods?
I didn't know that.
So they're building a hospice out at Laurier Woods to ruin the... We're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, well...
That's why I went like this. I wanted you to just continue talking naturally. I didn't want you to stop fucking...
So they're building a hospice out at Laurier Woods, and I thought of the best fucking tagline they should put on the sign. A nice place to go.
Oh, well, welcome everybody to watch us. Thanks for enjoying the pre-show. It's probably the last time I get to do that because I was copyright claimed on that shitty music that I played during the pre-show before the show.
So just if it says royalty free,
yeah, don't just
people are liars.
Well, yeah, don't just trust what people title their fucking playlists on YouTube. But
didn't you make that comment before that it's probably not royalty free?
I think I did say that this feels like a scam while I was looking at the music and playlist, but I just said screw it, and then of course got copyright claim. Those videos,
the old fuck it attitude.
Yeah. But those videos are being edited and reposted as we speak. They're probably done now, but whatever. He made a couple of cents off of me, I guess, because I technically stole somebody else's music. Whatever, who cares? So we're taking a break from Full House.
Thank God.
We are going to get back to it because I really think we could get through the whole thing.
Hey, I know what she was addicted to. Meth.
Oh, she was a meth head.
She was a meth head.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Not Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
That's what I'm calling the girl that has the body of Caitlyn Jenner. What's her name? Fucking Steph.
She is a brave and beautiful woman.
The one with the boob job. She did have plastic surgery.
It's not an insult unless you think it's an insult. I'm just calling it ways I sees it.
The silhouettes match. Harrison's a real straight shooter.
Anyway, we're going to take a break from that, and, well, we did, with Super Troopers, but, again, 2 hours, movie, with no research, lots of me and Dave playing with dead spots. Because they're like, I haven't seen this movie in a long time, we're just going to watch it.
I don't want to watch it.
I want to watch it right now.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of that.
Giggling and trailing off.
Yeah. But, so I figured we'd get back to X-Files. Episode 6.
Holy shit, we're back. Like, we're still season 1 of that, eh?
Yeah, we haven't got anywhere near... The closest thing we've gotten so far is Fuller House with 3 episodes. Because there's only 13 episodes. Like, Star Trek, we're in episode 8.
As far as percent completion?
22. Yeah, exactly. Percentage of completion. Fuller House is the closest we've come.
You mean the furthest we've gone?
Furthest we've gone, closest we've come.
3 chicks and a set of fake tits. Of course it is.
You're being really generous with 1 set of fake tits.
Uncle Joey's got a pair now, too.
He worked hard for a long time on those.
You don't work hourly on your own.
Do you work hard on pot tits? Is that called work?
Not dying on a steady diet of Twinkies, that is impressive.
Yeah. Just
Still got
survive.
Twinkies?
I think so. I think that was bullshit. Do you remember how they said a couple weeks ago that Kraft Dinner was, they were changing the dyes because they found out that they were using some fucking dye number 7 to make it orange.
I didn't.
And the people, fucking hipsters, freaked out that this apparently has a chance to cause cancer.
But they'll be drinking green beer every St. Patty's Day.
So Katie, Kraft Dinner said, okay, fuck it, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna put the natural thing in, whatever. It's gonna be a month from now or whatever. It's gonna be all switched over, and then everybody else that didn't give a fuck
was like, fuck you!
We're like, oh my god, you're gonna change Kraft Dinner. It's the case. Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna taste awful. So they went out and just cleared the shelves of all the Kraft Dinner they could before they made the change. Then at the month when they changed it, Katie came out and said, oh yeah, remember when we said we were changing it today? We changed it 2 months ago. It's and people were like, oh, this Kraft Dinner, it's never going to taste like this ever again. And like posting them, eating their last Kraft Dinner bowl, the real Kraft Dinner on Twitter. Like, yeah, that's the new shit. You had no idea.
It was just dye, guys. It was just dye.
The taste of it has nothing to do with it. Oh wait, I didn't start the episode there. Sorry, guys. Pause that. That should be at 0 there for you now. Where did it go? We'll just pause this shit. It's not playing yet. Alright, so X-Files episode 6, Shadows.
Starting.
I almost just want to double check that. Fuck it. We'll figure it out if we've already watched it. Starting now. I'm always a couple seconds off.
Yeah, that might be a higher copyright.
I don't think if it's... That would have been... Because I have... It's not recording the actual song thing, so it would be coming through just the speakers. I don't think they could claim that. Because I have seen people do this before, like this kind of commentary shit, but they don't do what I do. They don't mute it. They just play it, so you can hear the song. I saw one on Futurama. God. You could like hear the episode the whole time in the background, and then they were talking over it, which I don't like.
Okay, guys, I have a question with the highlighting pants. What part of the woman is that? I've never seen that part. I've seen women naked.
So they call it the... Oh, see, I think that's a tangent that develops because you wear your pants that high.
Oh, I see.
It's like, when you get...
You develop a frump.
Yes. Yeah. It's like the corsets. How, like, the body was changed because of the clothes. It wasn't the clothes, the body that looked like that, and they formed the clothes to it.
The organs reorganized to fill the vessel.
Exactly. And 90s moms.
Even shoes.
Yeah. Exactly. Ballet.
Ooh, like
you don't think ballet kids' feet?
Oh,
that's fucked up.
I know.
That should be illegal.
Dude, I agree.
They do it in first world countries.
You have to pay money to do that.
Whiplash. That's what Whiplash was about, not drumming fucking ballet kids. Oh, I guess that's Black Swan, but...
One today is worth two tomorrows. She's like, fuck you, sign.
Yeah. If somebody bought me something like...
boss died, eh?
Yeah. This is going to be a hard one for me. I have a hard time with what do you call them?
I think.
Why would you build a fake ATM for a show?
Yeah. I have a hard time with the filler episodes. God damn it, Dave. It's like a movie theater.
The phone's distracting me.
Because that's not coming up for the mics either.
Your ringtone's gonna be a copyright claim too?
No, he did it on purpose.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. I was
the ringtone.
my high-class meal.
I actually...
Really?
Half of today's jokes brought to you by law.
As it was happening, I was... Because I don't check this shit during the week. The only time I look at my YouTube channel is an hour before
Saturday?
it starts. Yeah. No, not even. It's like Sunday, like an hour before now. I used to check it and see like as the videos went up, and I was like, oh no, fuck this. I'm not gonna like sit here every day or every couple hours seeing
no one.
Yeah, no one check it or just one person. I'm just gonna do it. I just check this every week. If I get a Twitter or a fucking website that goes along with this, I might check that, or a Facebook page or something like that. But I'm not doing that anytime soon. So I was gonna say something. God damn it.
Can't eat the spicy one. Go lie down.
Yeah, the chicken's not for you.
They're talking.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna have a hard time with this episode because I don't remember the filler episodes. Because I never watched the ones that didn't matter. I only watched the ones that had aliens and like progressed the actual story of the alien abductions.
As a child, I only wanted nightmares.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how he knew this before, like, entering the episodes.
No, you'd watch them once, and then when syndication came, you didn't watch them ever again. So when you're like, oh, it's that episode, I don't care, because nothing happens in this episode. And like, there's no cigarette smoking man, there's no fucking aliens, it's just some stupid bullshit, and I just, changed it.
No Lone Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
We have so far to go before we run into Lone Rangers.
Oh, yeah. They were in the new series, don't they? They were in like the second last episode.
Did you know they had their own series?
Yeah, and they got so bad they canceled it after one season and brought them back to the X-Files and killed them. Or killed them, giant air quotes. Because I'm pretty sure they came back in the new series.
That could do a reboot, What? Reboot, not with the original.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Still, how do you recast that? That's them. I think that was a lot the characters.
No, you could do the concept. No, dude, you make it like 3 internet nerds today.
That's what I mean. But is that like you have to like change the name, you have to change the characters?
Yeah, I don't know. You
just wouldn't call it the Lone Gunman. You just call it the Conspiranuts or something like that. Awful name, I know.
Well, yeah, you call it something completely different, of course.
Yeah.
But then that way you're not suffering the whole legacy thing.
You just
make it part of the backstory.
You just ape the idea. 3 conspiracy guys.
Yeah. Well,
one a straight man, one a hippie.
Well, you could just get permission to like reference it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not even. You know, that's such a it's like copywriting Space Marines. It's such a broad fucking.
You can do it by
genre.
Kind of breaking the.
Yeah, exactly.
Fourth wall.
Or like, go to an ask permission and just walk the line of like.
Yeah, that's what all you have to do is modernize the characters, and that would change them enough that you could get away with being they're different characters than the Lone Gunman.
Put it in the joke so you can say it's parody.
Yeah, or that.
Or do the obvious look at the camera joke. That's a good way to get around it.
Yeah, your defense is this is so obviously the Lone Gunman that like no one's gonna take it seriously, so you can't sue us for libel or whatever. Whoa, that's not what an X supposed to look like. Is this the? It's the minority version of the Scully. Minority team. The minority team. Did you watch all the new X-Files?
So the one after Tim Armstrong played in it was a really shitty one. And I got bored of it.
I watched every single one except the last one, and I have no desire to go back and watch the last one.
When they brought that silly shit in, I was like, killed me.
I didn't mind the Were Blizzard episode. I thought that was funny. But then when they brought in the terrorist episode with the younger versions of Mulder and Scully,
the offensive terrorist episode.
Yeah, the very, very offensive terrorist episode to anybody with brown skin or Muslim or from Middle East in general. Like, that was just awful. But that.
I was just also offended at how bad they did it.
I was more offended with the new version.
Oh, right,
of
just a racist.
Yeah. I was more offended with the versions of the younger versions of Mulder and Scully. You know, the 2 kids.
No, I remember.
Why do that? I have a male-female team that one's.
See, I was like, is it going to be a handoff?
But I mentioned that's the really shitty episode where I stopped watching.
Because that's I think they were trying to make a joke of, because when they said they were redoing the series, people were like, they better not recast it and like reboot it. It better be a continuation. Like, they have to get, the only way you can do it is if you get David Duchovny and her.
Well, it was almost
and
like
her. So they were trying to make a joke at the fans, saying like, of course we wouldn't do this, but this is the way it would look. But they didn't do it right. It wasn't funny. It wasn't good. Like.
Now, it came across very Californication. He was being.
Yeah.
He was being.
It was like David Duchovny directed that episode.
He was being creepy. It was like he directed.
Yeah, because they had that whole drug.
The PG cut.
Yeah. The director was sick that day, so Duchovny just was like, I'll do it.
Well, I think he just mushrooms or something at some point. And
yeah.
Well, we probably should have said spoilers for X-Files, but whatever.
Hey, when did we do that episode?
6 No, I'm talking. We didn't do the new series.
Yeah.
We just watched that on our own for our own entertainment.
I have that in my memory.
Dave's memory for real life, not so good.
That'd be one thing if I just mic'd the room constantly and had to record every goddamn thing we watch.
But I see a random street sign and I have to text Harrison because it's a Babylon 5 joke from a series that hasn't been on television for fucking 15 years.
Yeah. The episode.
I'm gonna go real deep with my nerd here, but when I'm online gaming and I make reference jokes, but I make them for Dave, and he's not there. Dave would laugh at this, so I say it as a response. I just say it, and I'm like, wait, nobody knows what Babylon 5 is. Like, only Dave and me know what Babylon 5 is. And they're like, Zathras? Who's Zathras? Oh fuck yeah, you guys don't know that shit.
You're old.
That would be something.
About you crying in the office, we can't have that here.
There's no crying in insurance.
That's for our victims. I mean clients. Fuck!
This guy has never not played.
He's like the brother of the cigarette smoking man who's an insurance guy.
He looks like he could be the cousin of fucking cigarette smoking man.
It's the hairdo. The 90s business fucking... What do you want, haircut 1, 2, or 3?
They're all the same, so it doesn't matter.
One sweeps right to left, one sweeps left to right, number 3's the comb over for the bald.
Yeah.
Number 3's the Trump.
But you won't look like a jackass, I promise.
Oh, your boss ever touch you in your face?
Oh, she's
the telekinetic one.
Yeah.
No. It's somebody else. She doesn't know anything.
Straight. It's a ghost protecting her.
Oh, it's Kevin Bacon?
All these episodes are going to be is us just trying to guess because we're not reading. We're just looking at the screen. We have no idea.
No, I'm trying to remember. I think it's definitely the boss working through her. No, he's there protecting her. He does show himself as like a black entity right at the end or something like that.
This show should be called Countdown Until We Figure Out What the Plot is.
There's no audio.
Yeah. It's a fan. Do you see that?
Yeah.
They're operating an Fan. I've heard the water is great. That it's a fan. The tourism's awesome.
Remember when terrorists were called, what did they just call them? Extremists?
Yeah.
And everybody just dealt with that shit every day, like you have to?
You remember when terrorists actually hijack planes instead of just blowing themselves up?
Yeah.
Like they don't show the terrorists doing that anymore. They just show a terrorist, an Arab or Muslim-looking person, and then they fucking whip off the fucking turban or the toga, and they have a bomb. They never fictionalize the hijacking of the plane anymore unless it's a documentary about 9/11.
Yeah, but if you made a movie, you have to explain the plot and give the backstory. And then you'd be like,
That was like the sole thing.
This is a tragedy.
The terrorist hijacking a plane was like, that was like 4 Steven Seagal movies. That was like the plot.
Motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking
Yeah, they turned into snakes and became be terrorists anymore.
Man, they have that information right off the bat?
What information?
Ghost.
No, hers. Her personal stuff. They just found out that it was when it was.
I can't remember how they got involved in this case, so I'm kind of lost with their investigation.
Oh, they got called in because the coroners were like, they're local investigators, the minority.
Oh, the necks were just cracked inside.
Yeah, we don't know.
That's right.
They're like, this shit is weird.
Even walking around the house, you hike up those pants at your belly button and then cut yourself in half with a belly.
You know what's even more fucked up is like that's the new style that started about a year or so ago.
It's coming back?
Yeah. It's time for the 90s again now.
Came back.
What? That's worse than time for the 80s. That was we just got worse after the 70s.
No, I'm gonna catch the wave of the big pants.
What's that?
I'm gonna catch the wave of the big pants. Have big pants again. I'm going to high school.
Come on.
I'm like, it's like a big teeth again.
Get up here, stupid. Come on.
Come on. I'm already up. There you go. Why do dogs like to friggin' sit?
Get a fucking warrant.
They're protecting.
Is that what it is?
You gonna say hi, Billy? You don't speak.
Not at all.
No, she doesn't like talking.
Silent Bob of dogs.
Yeah.
Mojo BJ.
Oh, you should get a trench coat.
Would she be lying? She said she didn't see them.
Little doggy.
They kind of came up from behind.
I was
bugged the other night though.
It makes sense. The ghost toss shit across the room and fucking like knocks fucking pictures off walls. Why couldn't they just like do a little snap if they get real good at it?
Yeah.
Just reach into somebody's throat and just like
Break their neck.
Yeah. That is good plot device. I'll give you that, writers. Let's see how you fuck it up.
Ooh. Honestly, she should have been like, fucking good!
Yeah.
You were found dead right on!
Yeah. I would have probably been like, I'm gonna give you some good news here. The guys that did that are now dead. But we're still looking into it, unfortunately. There's a way to have this conversation.
Next, net like a chickadees. They were fuckers. They were fuckers. Yeah.
We should again start a tally of how many times Mulder uses his raw sexuality to try to get something out of a female witness.
It's kind of his thing.
Yeah, it's kind of that. People make fun of the fact that he did Red Shoe Diaries and then Californication, but he never was any different character. He's still like, it's just they don't put the spotlight on the sex addiction in X-Files. It's all in the background and behind the scenes. See, this is a very efficient ghost.
Undertones of sex.
Yeah.
So would the ghost kind of be sitting in the same seat as David Duchovny?
Or is he in the engine? Or is he possessing the car?
Oh, that was pretty good. Those stunt actors actually got hit by a car.
And they just rented one fucking Ford Taurus or something. And they've just been using that the whole time. Every time they need a car, they get put in the same shitty rental.
Guys, the rental company wants their car back. Yeah. Did we pay the extra insurance on that? Yeah. Accident scene.
Yeah, send it back. Sucks.
We ain't paying for this. Insurance is
great one too. Fucking B&T. You should watch Bill and Ted. Yeah. I could talk all the way through Bill and Ted. Fuck.
Say that at table so many times and no one gets it. In fact, the only one that ever did was Lindsay.
I've actually become, like, in my references at work, and, like, I used to just, like, I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna say, I'm not even gonna say that, because I'm just gonna waste this joke, because no one here is gonna get it. Dave and Kat aren't here. So, no, like, I'm at work.
I think like my own joke.
That's what, yeah. But I've totally switched that, and I just say it and don't, and like hope nobody gets it, and then if nobody gets it, I'm like, you're right on inside. Say it in front of as many people as possible, just in the hoping that nobody will get my joke. And just everyone will look at me like I'm a fucking idiot, and I was like, yeah, that's right.
I'm a fucking idiot.
If you guys were all completely different people, that would have got a fucking great laugh.
Oh, we're last in the wrong universe.
Is it narcissistic to feel bad for all the different Harrisons that die every time I stumble down the stairs? Every time I walk into a door.
You're pathetic.
I'm like, oh, there's at least 100 Harrisons that didn't see that. They just landed weird, and they fucking were 10 seconds late, and that car hit them.
Is this a sperm joke?
No, it's a multi-universe joke, but yeah.
There you go. Just get a shirt that says the one who made it.
Yeah!
Every time.
I think I'm shit, the one that made it.
You will only wear it until you're dead. Naturally, it's the only way it can happen.
Well, you could actually wear that in your casket and have it mean just something different.
You know, that'd be great in your
that's why you can't tell anybody else about the joke.
That'd be great. Harrison Mitchell, the one that made it. 85 to fucking infinity.
It's an interdimensional joke, guys.
That'd be great too, yeah.
That's some great parking.
Imagine a tombstone that had Harrison Mitchell, the one that made it, 1985. ...
Triple question mark.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Did he ever
1985 question mark. Oh, so making a will and so making that like, if you motherfuckers die before me, better not steal that book.
No, I've already outplayed. I'm having the statue.
Oh, I figured you guys both have your own ideas. I was talking to the internet. To the four people that will listen to this. I looked at the mic and talked right into it.
But we're not on video.
Internet people, you guys are robot dicks. Yes, his suicide.
3 people.
Oh yeah.
It must be weird to live in a city where 3 murders can be not connected, you know? and be like, holy crap. Like, if 3 people were murdered in 3 months, it'd just be obvious that there was a serial killer in town.
Like, so you'd be good. One might not be.
Yeah. I have another one of those. Okay. Lots of sugar on these?
Not a lot of sugar.
Oh, he is the shitty cut tombstone.
All the flat ones? Yeah, your family didn't love you.
Cleared out that will.
That estate is at 0.
Maybe that's why.
Oh, it's like the gardener in TNG.
I was just gonna say, is that like the lowest tier of gardener? It's like TNG, Starfleet Academy gardener, hospital, school.
No, they're a secret organization, right?
Yeah, they all know each other.
The casts.
Yeah.
The funeral gardeners. They're like a separate cast of gardener.
When you go into the profession of gardener, are you looking to be the gardener of a goddamn cemetery where everybody coming to look at your flowers is crying?
Maybe he's just sadistic.
They cried super hard. I did a good job. At least you know your work doesn't have to last. There's always fresh work. Fresh?
Is that a thing people do anymore? Visits like gravestones?
Well, yeah, you can have stones. See, that's what I don't get.
Like, you go to a funeral,
Put the stones up.
You go to the funeral, you look at the stone, and then you leave.
Yeah. That's why they have mausoleums. That's why they have mausoleums.
No, but I mean, is that a thing people still do now?
It's like a
Go
death
back and visit
library.
dead people? Do people still do that?
It's slowly fading out.
What's like a plaque? See, what pissed me off?
No, but I mean, like, actually physically go to a cemetery and visit a dead
I still
relative.
know people that do that.
That's what I mean, but that was like a thing in movies. There was a thing that people did all the time. It was like, oh, this is the anniversary. Yeah, but let's take the kids and all go to the cemetery and say hi to Grandpa.
And give them
I do it if I'm in the area. Really? Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't care.
If you're not, yeah, but if you're not,
No,
if you're
I
just
don't.
passing
Cemeteries it kind of pissed me off. They're big real estate.
Really, I used to hang out in cemeteries. I liked it.
No,
it's another cash cow.
Yeah, it's as big as a waste of money as golf courses.
Well, I
just build them on landfills.
cemeteries, and I feel it's your last prison. It's a box.
Yeah.
Oh my God, landfill is the best idea.
Totally. Yeah, you build every golf
Put
course
the garbage under the dead.
or over top. You put them down first.
They're doing fucking chemical dissolving now, anyways. So
Yeah, but I mean, you dig the hole, you line the hole with bodies, then you fill it with garbage, then you cover it over and build a golf course on top. Because nobody wants to live in a fucking landfill because they're afraid the groundwater is going to be
you know, it'd be cool if every yard in town had like a little mausoleum, and so you would have like the
the Romans. The Romans had.
So you would know you could see everyone who lived on that land before.
They call it the dead face room. And so it was. That's not what they called it, but it was essentially a dead face room. It was a room in everybody's house. Everybody had a room in their house you'd go into, and they would have masks on the wall, and they were the death masks. It was like, you know when you get the mold of your face when they put the straws in your fucking nose, so you breathe. They do that to a dead person, so you don't need the straws. You just fucking suffocate them because they're already dead. Yeah. Mold their face, make a sculpture of it, and then put that in a room. Paint it and make it look alive. So every day you can walk in and see all your dead relatives just staring at you.
Yeah.
Well, 3D faces, not paintings, 3D sculptures. Like, I think that's a cool idea. That's a little screwed up, don't you think?
I think so, dude. Not for mostly illiterate society though. They think
because they don't know what the tombstones mean.
They think of pictures.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what the whole idea is. Yeah, I didn't think of that. But I'm just saying, it's still creepy. That's why as soon as everyone got literate, they started doing gravestones because that's creepy as fuck.
Touche, Harrison. You really got me on the reach road.
I recovered with the back end.
No one that made it.
so now she thinks there's a ghost.
Baseball bat, honey.
When really it's her defender.
That's not even how you hold, because you hold a baseball bat differently when you're trying to kill somebody with it than hit the ball, but that's not how you do either one.
There's an interesting idea. What if ghosts were only real to you if they were related to you or like in your life? You know what I mean? That's the only way hauntings work.
Every medium would be fucked.
Well, they're obviously bullshit anyways, but...
Never getting rid of your crazy aunt or your crazy...
See, I always get weirded out with, so do ghosts make you see what they want you to see, or do they physically change the reality?
See, this one is actually doing things. It's like fucking...
Yeah, no, but it should be one or the fucking other. In the story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, either the ghost can manipulate the reality and change things, or it fucks in your head.
Definition, phantasm versus ghost.
Yes, that's what
Phantasm is like...
This is mixing the two genres of spirits.
The more physically spirits and the less physically spirits.
Yeah.
Wow, you're fucking nerdy, too.
We just crossed the line and left you behind us, didn't we?
No, I was like, the concept of it, just, wow.
Well, can we hang out at so like
you can only have one. You can't do both. That's not fair. Mom, that's not fair. That ghost isn't playing fair, Mom.
It's like lawyers, but we're no point.
Yeah. Lawyers with fantasy lawyers.
Yeah, you know why? Look at the games we play. It's all arguing. It's all about arguing rules.
Yeah.
No, this obviously should happen.
Well, I like those games, too.
Oh, I wanted to talk
You know what it is? It's fucking people who think they're absolutely right all the fucking time. But you gotta justify it.
You're here pretty much any... I'll ask you after. Remind me to ask you a question after the show.
Okay.
I should have got a glass of water, goddammit. Okay, so the ghost is
No, I'm good. Thanks, son.
now just murdering people that look at her funny?
No, because it all has to do with this thing he was investigating at work, or...
Oh, so he's
It has
trying
to
to
do
keep
with
her
work.
safe, and she has something that has evidence that's endangering her, and she doesn't even know she has it because the ghost guy, the guy before he died, left her with something.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't honestly looked at
We've been
this
talking
very
about
much- yeah.
spirits and ghosts.
Like, I have not read any of the subtitles. This stick is right at the...
Oh, really? I'll move that.
No, it's all good.
No,
That's why I've been
I
like,
can't really move it now.
again.
I can't really move it now because all you hear is...
Oh, yeah, not.
Oh, was that for me? Thank you.
She's quitting because her boss died? Are they just gonna promote someone else? Isn't that why secretaries are so bitter? Because they just get to watch people move by them?
You ever been...
They did the same work. Just all of
For
it.
different assholes.
You ever been working excuse me. You ever work at a place where a fucking coworker died? Like, tragically? Not of old age? Or
Yeah,
a
it
heart
was
attack?
someone I knew. It was just like, oh, that guy over there got caught in the garbage bin.
Were you still there like 6 months later, a year later?
Oh, fuck no. I was young buck.
All their friends are gone. Like, at least 50% of the people that knew him
There was
there
Bill.
happened are gone.
That tragic, eh?
If it's like if it's not like a heart attack or car crash or like something normal, like, but if something fucking happens,
So is that basically what happened when the shit at the hospital went down?
yeah, a lot of people involved directly are not working at the hospital anymore.
She looks like, what's that, Irish chick? Or maybe the chick that played Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, or the fuck?
That's who you're thinking. Is that a young her? Because she does look exactly like her.
No, it's not her at all, though. I'm like, holy fuck.
Dr. Quinn was
Were you born out of
dumbass.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm thinking, there's a character that I'm missing, that I'm thinking...
Oh, like Dr. Quinn's nurse?
Something,
Like a girl that, like... You're right.
She's...
You guys will figure it out.
Well, you know, or you...
No, she's...
I thought you were, like, testing us.
Jerk.
That guy with the goatee and the ponytail was a doctor? I guess guess it's not confusing when the old people at the hospital go doctor when they're talking to me.
You're like, I don't look at it. Like,
I walk back pushing a janitor's cart. Excuse me, doctor. What?
Dr. Dust, maybe?
Yeah, Dr. Dust. I'm gonna use that. Joke stolen. Okay, see, those pants aren't bad.
What, because it amplifies her ass? You just finally saw it on
it's
the back
because
instead of the front?
the hips are... The lip of her fucking pants are below her belly button. Not 2 inches above it.
Here's a question. Is this the time when men were still designing women's clothes? And do men still design women's clothes?
No.
Yes, men still design women's clothes.
Like, no, like, the women had already gotten into the field.
Way more...
Like, a woman, the bomb was invented in, like, 18 whatever, but it was a girl who did it. The girl
yeah, well, then she's stupid, because, like, honestly... Boss?
And I'm also saying, like, you can obviously still have do designers that are, like, designing normal women's clothes that are fine. They just have to have the right, the mindset, not the fucking whatever I want to see.
Yeah, and see, now is when you actually see him.
There he is. So, this was just an ATM robbery gone bad?
No, they were never. It was never an ATM robbery. They were just trying to make it look that way.
Oh, okay.
You actually thought they were trying to
rob fucking... I guess it was a pretty good way to make. Oh, we can have deaths without having to do special effects or nothing.
Yeah.
They're snaps their head on the inside where you don't see shit.
Was like have her like contort her throat so it looked like hands were like squeezing or something, you know.
Well, CG.
90% of those scenes right there, those were all sound scenes. They're all out there.
Yeah, it was all Foley guy.
Yeah, Foley guy. Watching on me, you were like, yeah.
Foley guy got a promotion.
But they got
a scene. Oh, I don't know about that. It's a lot harder to move a body when it's
that's pretty cool.
Against the door.
Just floating there.
I've had a couple experiences trying to do that, and it's not easy.
No, it's dead fucking weight.
Yeah.
Literally.
Of course, Scully's in the door 2 seconds too late to see the floating dead man.
Hair all fucking sexified.
Floating Mulder's like, oh, it's a ghost, put your gun away. It's useless.
Yeah.
As soon as he walks in the house, just puts the gun away.
Walks up to the two highest notes on the piano.
Scully, I know what to do. They hate this.
It's like blowing a dog whistle.
That's right, boys. Dr. Bateman's here. I would stop because if I keep going, I'll just do the whole thing.
Exactly. Well, it's not just that your facial expressions are half of it. On video.
You know what I find weird? When they have interrogation room scenes and the cops still have their guns on them and you're like, why would you bring a weapon in the fucking ring?
See, I don't understand, even if it's weird and violent, how the people were attacked. It's so obviously self-defense. Why are they interrogating her? Why were they ever arrested?
Well, they probably want to know how the fuck these people died.
Yeah, but ask her in her living room.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to haul her down to the station. Like, she's obviously killed these people and they were attacking her. Like, who cares if it was, like, abnormally violent? You ask her afterwards. You don't haul her down to the station the night it happened.
Yeah, the house is full of dead people.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It don't smell that quick.
Yeah. But still, it's hard to have a, conversation in the living room when the table's crushing and burns it up against the wall.
But it's not like they really clean any of your shit up for you anyways.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Well, it looks like your house is a fucking mess. Here you go.
All they do is remove the body. And
here's the company you can call.
I was going to say they contract that out to a company. They'll call them. They don't make you call them, but it's not them who do it. Unless he's still alive, I think.
Who pays for that?
In Canada, it's free. Like, you don't get charged for body removal of your house if you're fucking...
Yeah, we're cleaning up after it.
Clean up.
Oh, the cleanup? You pay for that.
You do.
Yeah.
So if someone breaks into your house and dies, you have to pay for it in the States? That wouldn't surprise me.
Well, no, here.
Even here, yeah. You call and say somebody died in the living room, the ambulance will show up and then they're like, oh yeah, he's dead.
No.
And they'll call the guy to come to remove it. Like, you know,
I meant that's the part I meant in the States.
Oh.
Did they remove it for free?
I wouldn't be surprised if they said, here's the number you call. He'll charge you $50 to get that body out of here. But I don't think so, because they have to go to an official place. They have, like, even if nobody's gonna pay for a funeral, the city still has to bury the person or cremate them, right?
Yeah, you'd think.
And it's not whoever's house he died in has to pay for it. It's the address of the death.
I really think I'm just gonna go die over here because that fucker's only $50 for like 10 years.
Yeah. Make him pay for the removal.
Finally get my money.
Oh, cool. The guy was part of an experiment or something and became a ghost?
Is that finally it? Again, I haven't read one of the freaking titles.
I keep on jumping in and out.
I vaguely remember.
He did shit he couldn't talk about at the Pentagon. You know, like Operation Casper.
Oh.
Operation Casper! Holy shit, that's funny. Isn't that what that fucking Kevin Bacon movie was? Ghost? That was experiments to turn
that
him
wasn't
into a
Kevin
ghost.
Bacon.
Yeah, it was. Not Ghost.
Are you talking about the Invisible? Yeah, the Invisible Man.
Was it just called The Invisible Man?
Something
He
like
couldn't
that.
go through walls and stuff? He was just invisible?
Yeah, it's like a really old cheese movie.
Ghost. Yeah, it's pretty old. It's like
Yeah, no, he
mid-90s to late 90s, I would assume.
He-
Like a TV series? I don't know a TV series.
It's a movie.
Yeah. There was also
there was an Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Because if you
Remember
put clothes on, like
Yes.
he can wear his hat. And
But
he
they
can
also,
wear his
there
scarf.
was that awesome scene where they injected him, and his skin slowly went invisible, then his muscles went invisible, then his veins
yeah, it was
went
totally an
invisible, and then
experiment.
But that's what I'm thinking.
And it was an accident at
It
work.
stayed there. It was supposed to be a temporary thing.
Oh yeah, but this here, he's like reaching into people's necks.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. He's intangible.
Yeah. Or he has control over it, I guess.
He can go intangible and untangible. Tangible, not untangible. Tangible and intangible. Yeah. I said tangible a lot there.
One more time.
Tangible. But yeah, then there was Chevy Chase.
He's the ghost who could fuck her still.
And Kevin Bacon. Yeah.
This one too.
Oh really? Yeah.
Well, if he could touch that.
Yeah. But that's what Kevin Bacon did.
Yeah.
There was like a weird, creepy, invisible rape scene that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there was.
He like busted in. He saw like some girl changing across the street in a high rise or something, and then all of a sudden, yeah. Because every pig of a man would immediately do that if he was invisible.
And all men are pigs.
But I was gonna say there's the much nicer, more pleasant Chevy Chase, the Invisible Man, from like the 70s. There's like he's in a building. He's like an office worker, like a executive in an office building, and his company is experimenting with like invisibility ink and invisibility serum and shit.
Oh, you know what? I think I merged both of those movies together there.
And then the building blows up, and like he's the only one in the building, and he wakes up invisible.
Yeah, I totally think I merged those two movies.
And sometimes I slip in a couple scenes from fucking
Kevin
Ghost Dad, fucking Cosby, Bill Cosby's Ghost Dad. You ever see that?
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, Ghost Dad he dies at the beginning of the movie. I think he dies because you're never going to see this. I'm going to ruin it, but he gets scared out of his body. Essentially, goes into a coma, and his soul gets scared out. But his kids can see him, and if it's dark in the room, you can see him. But if you turn the lights off, he's invisible.
Well,
so they wrap him up Invisible Man style, and he goes and finishes his last week of work, and gets the insurance claims papers filled out. So when they do say he's dead, the kids will get money, and they try to wrap up his life. I think he's dead.
Wrap up his life.
Exactly.
Totally haven't seen that.
It's sad and awful, and it has one of the girls from In Living Color in it.
They used the right version of disc.
I thought I was going to end that story with the credits rolling, they're still gonna try to catch a ghost?
No, they're doing a normal case now. She's like, we gotta do something real, Mulder. And for some reason they're taking this chick fucking long.
Well, because the man was killed, right? The ghost? They still don't know who killed him. Or why. Again, I just described the synopsis of Ghost Dad, so.
I'm hearing in my head is hot, 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 everybody go, hot, 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 hot.
The way you say it, I don't immediately think of Blues Brothers. I think of Stan Marsh sitting on the toilet.
Maybe Randy Marsh?
Randy Marsh.
Randy Marsh. Stan's dead.
Yeah. Possibly one of my favorite characters in South Park, and I fuck his name up.
God, Blues Brothers. I could watch that movie every day.
I watched that the other week, I think. I put it on while I was playing a video game.
I don't know what else other movie I could watch every day.
Oh, I could watch that movie every day, guaranteed.
Indiana Jones. Yeah.
It'd be a 3-day thing, though.
You'd
first
have to
day.
watch all three?
Yeah, it'd be first day.
Hello, just like when you get a couple hours a day, put it on.
It'd be Raiders, Temple, what do you call it? Last Crusade. Repeat.
Because once I have a shop and I'm working on shit, there's just gonna be a fucking thing with things playing.
Yeah. You have to watch Temple of Doom because Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade are pretty much the same movie beat for beat.
Yeah.
If you watch
a lot of movie doing this. Yeah,
if you watch it back to back, you're like, oh shit, like this is the same shit.
There's 3 trilogies that I agree that fair enough. That, Jurassic Park.
Ooh, the first movie is pretty good.
I put The Godfather above Jurassic Park trilogy.
I like dinosaurs.
Yeah, but you gotta choose between 2 trilogies that the first one is awesome and the next 2 are garbage.
Yeah. And that's well.
And
so is with Indiana Jones, though.
No. Temple of Doom is serviceable. I enjoy it. A man gets his heart ripped out of his chest.
That's fair.
Right there. It's like
being a woman, you should really enjoy that.
And Raiders, or what's it called? The Last Crusade has the last good performance of Sean Connery, I think. This Sean Connery stopped acting after that movie. he's in movies after that.
That's what he made his money.
I don't have to try. Yeah.
And now I can fold it in.
But trying to say a good thing about The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah,
we can't give you a name.
Haven't seen that movie even.
You haven't seen Jurassic Park 3?
Nope. I fucking saved myself.
It's like a 45-minute.
I downloaded it and I looked at the file name like a dozen times, and I was just like, no.
The writing is sloppy, but the graphics are okay.
No, it sucks.
It sucks, yes. It's not as epic as the first one, but like they don't.
Even the
it's
first
not all gold bloomed up like Lost World is.
I don't know. I like better erotic Jews.
Not as the main character.
And if you're going to try
that's like fucking
Lord of the Rings.
Script writing 101 is you don't make the creepy neurotic Jew the main character.
He's a secondary character.
Yeah, at the very most. Yeah, I'd be wanting to get the fuck out of this town. I don't know why. I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe ghosts are, like...
You don't believe in spirits?
No. But I believe if they did exist, they would be bound to a location.
They would have to be.
Yeah, I believe you can run away from a ghost. Like, you just get on a plane, go to the city. He's not getting on a plane. He's not fucking traveling.
And you don't tell him where you're going.
Yeah, you don't tell him he's going.
It's not telepathy.
Yeah, exactly. And he can't leave the house he died in, or the block he died in, or the city he died in. Most cities.
Oh, maybe that's why ghosts are so miserable.
Yeah, they're stuck in the same fucking shitty town for eternity.
And they're stuck in the house like grilled cheese.
His wife.
He's watching her get plowed by her second husband. Can't leave.
His best friend.
Yeah, or forced cuckold. Yeah. That's why ghosts are so miserable. They're forced to get cuckold.
Oh, train went by. Oh, truck goes by.
She sighs relief.
Oh, again. They just ripped down the fucking window curtains.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Over my fucking head.
Yeah. Oh, is that a fucking tablecloth? No, it's a dress. Oh.
Next week it's tablecloth.
Yeah, see, 45 minutes is the perfect time. It's always... Oh, wrong button. It's always about the 45-minute mark of a movie where me and Dave go silent for 5 minutes and just start watching it.
Oh, fine. I guess I'll pay attention.
But again, yeah, that whole episode never rang any bells. That could have been... Might as well have been the first time I watched that thing. Like, no idea.
And you know why? Because who cares? Ghosts suck.
Yeah. Next time it'll be The Ghost in the Machine, and I believe I remember that one.
Like, I've always hated the fucking ghost trope. Meh.
Especially in, like, procedural... Is this a procedural? I guess procedural sitcom where it's, like, the same story kind of investigation going over and over again. Not sitcom, just procedural drama.
Yeah,
I guess you call it. One of the first, probably, procedurals.
One more time.
Yeah, I have to do it 3 times. Is that my OCD? Alright, well, thanks again for bringing that. That was a great episode. The ending.
It's actually not bad. It's just like they filled in all the equation parts.
Yeah. The ending here is fucking falling off the track, but that was a great episode. Good conversations. We barely watched the episode. I think that's the highest ratio.
So good.
Yeah, highest ratio of actually talking about X-Files to just talking about random shit. And thanks for everybody else for joining us. Shit.
What's your tagline, retard?
I got all messed up by the mic stand. But, yeah. Thanks again, everybody, for that. What was it? What's my tagline?
Jesus.
Oh, you have a good one.